Welcome to the live. Give 3 seconds to get everything together. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Let me take a sip of water before I get started, because you know I get thirsty. So, welcome y'all. Hope everyone is having a good afternoon. So if you've seen by the title, we're going to be making some southwestern chicken wonton poppers. So you guys know that I really like doing, hello, let's see who's in the chat. Let's get everybody in the chat greeted. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If this is your very first time visiting with me, welcome. If you are a return visitor, welcome back as well, guys. You know I'm so happy to have you a part of this community. So, guys, I'm really excited to bring you this particular recipe demonstration. You know, today is Friday, movie night. So I'm going to be preparing these chicken poppers for our movie night. These things are so good, and let me be honest, I was just fiddling around in the kitchen this week, and I had these ingredients. I had the wontons from a previous cooking show that I did, and I had chicken strips. So I put these two things together. I did not go on anywhere to find this recipe. I really created this recipe because I had all these ingredients. So this is really good. We're going to make a dipping sauce with these wonton. And I did try making these chicken poppers in the air fryer. You know I'm all about air frying this summer. But when I made them in the air fryer, they didn't get as crispy as I would have liked them to get as they would on the oven. So today is going to be the only day out of all the months that I've been doing air frying cooking demonstration that I won't be using my air fryer today, because this particular poppers did not get as crispy in the middle as I would have loved it to get. So I'm not going to use vegetable oil. I'm going to be using my extra virgin olive oil, or you can use avocado oil, but I just don't use vegetable oil, Crisco oil, all that kind of stuff. But when I tell you guys, my family, they ate these things up. I think I made like 40 of these things, and with no time, they were gone. So welcome into the chat, y'all. Let me greet everyone. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Marla. Hey, sis. How you doing, girl? How was your day today? Good. So, guys, if y'all coming in, please give the video a double tap. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. And let's get popping. Seriously. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go ahead and make my dipping sauce with these, with the jalapeno poppers. And I'm just going to show you the ingredients we're going to use. You know I've used these before with the avocado. So these are the wonton wrappers that we're going to use. I have these chicken strips here. I got these at Aldi's. These are just the grilled chicken breasts. But when I made these poppers the other day, I had the southwestern chicken breast here. I had these here, and so this is what we're going to use to put all of this together. And when I tell y'all, guys, this is some bomb stuff. I'm not gonna even play with y'all. This is some good stuff, and like I said, I'm just fooling around in the kitchen because I always like coming up with all these different cooking things to do, you know, healthy things to cook. I really do. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get popping. So to make my dipping sauce for my jalapeno poppers, and this just give you an idea of what this look like. They're gonna look like fried wontons. If you ever had wontons from like a Chinese store, But it's going to have chicken, it's going to have tomatoes, you're going to have cheese on the inside, and it's going to get real crispy and crunchy. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my sauce first to dip it, because what I did, guys, I didn't have this sauce when I did it the other day. I think it was Monday. I had this ranch dressing, and the kids loved it. My two girls loved it. They ate 8 of these things a piece. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make this like a rotel dip type of sauce, because I did like the ranch, but I wanted to give it a little kick. I wanted to turn it up a notch because I'm so extra like that. I swear to God, I am so extra. So let's go ahead. I have my cream cheese. This is what we're going to use for the sauce. I have a 6-ounce box of Philadelphia, well, that ain't Philadelphia, but cream cheese. And I have my sour cream right here for the dipping sauce. I'm already tasting it, guys. And I have a can of this rotel dip. And because I don't want it to be really, really cold, I am going to warm it up just a smidget, because you can't really do hot cream cheese and sour cream. But you know what? I like trying things, and my motto, if it's an epic fail, then it's going to be a big epic fail. It's going to be a big one. So guys, yeah, let's get right on into this cooking. And let me move some of this stuff aside. But if you guys got any questions before I get started, go ahead and let's go ahead and jump into it. But again, you can use either chicken. Southwestern chicken, breast. I got these at Aldi's. I think they were like $2.85 for this pack. It's a lot in here. And then I have this right here. I don't think I'm going to use both of them, because it's just probably going to be me and my husband, because my daughter already eating. And this cheese, you can use any kind of cheese. And I'm going to cut up a tomato. And what? Oh my God. What was so good about these poppers? I know it's going to be messy, but let me tell you, when I put that tomato inside this wonton and it was hot out the grease, oh, girl, I'm not going to even play with y'all today about this foolery. Let's go ahead and get into it so I won't hold y'all long. And let's go ahead and I'm going to get my little pan here. So I'm going to use my little burner right here. And I'm just going to, now let's do this first. Let's go ahead and put this cream cheese in, guys. Because again, when I did this on Monday and I made this recipe, I did not use this dipping sauce. But I said, you know what? I'm going to use a different dipping sauce. I'm going to try a different recipe with a different sauce this time, because it's just what I do. That's how I roll. So let me go ahead and get my burner turned on a little bit. And it's not going to take long, guys. This probably is going to be probably one of the quickest cooking demonstrations that I've done. So I just wanted to get just a little bit kind of smushy and, smushy. And I'm probably going to use all of this because it's going to make a lot. That's going to make a lot of poppers. And I just want to get it going, right? I just want to get it going so it can already be kind of, soft. So when we get ready and dip our poppers in there, it's going to be all she wrote, baby. So I'm just going to turn on my heat on maximum, and then I'm going to turn it down. So if you guys got any question, go ahead and drop them in the chat while that is getting warm just a smidget. Okay. Who is this? Hey, Don from Brazil. Welcome, Don. Thank you for chiming in from Brazil. Hi from Brazil. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, Don, please consider subscribing to the channel. Double tap the screen. If you guys haven't double tapped the screen, get a video a thumbs up. This is going to be really, really, really good. This is all I'm doing. then I'm gonna set it aside. So what I want to do is just to get this just a little softened. I want to soften this just a little bit. And keep in mind, this particular dipping sauce is not going to be a sauce that's, that's hot. I just wanted to get it warm, and I wanted to get it all incorporated with the rotel dip, so that it'll be easy dipping. And you probably can do this inside of a blender. I've never used it in a blender. Like I said, this is my first time doing this recipe with the dipping sauce, because when I did it on Tuesday, I just used the ranch dressing, right? So I hope everyone again is having a wonderful, wonderful day. I've been doing really good today. I got a chance to go back to my favorite spot and walk today. And guys, I have such a sunburn. My husband like, girl, you are 4 different shades of color. I am suntan, and I didn't have long sleeves when I walked earlier. I had on short sleeves. And when I tell you that I am all kinds of color, I am 3 or 4 different shades of color. And my husband and my daughter was laughing at me like, why are you dark all up in here? And then my sports bra, and all of that kind of stuff, it shaded me where the areas that I'm supposed to be shaded. But all the other parts, the sun kind of really toasted your girl really, really good. And so guys, this is the consistency that I want. I just want it to be just creamy. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in the rotel dip. And I'm going to stir that for 3 seconds. What I tell you guys, out of all the recipes that you all have seen me demonstrate in the last couple of weeks, you saw me use the wontons before with homemade guacamole dip. And I am now hooked on all the different kind of recipes that I can kind of come across and make up and try to, demonstrate. So, yeah, this is good. This is good. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my 1 can of rotel dip. And you guys let me know in the chat if this is a recipe you think you would try. And if so, how would you switch it up? What, would you add or do differently? So like I said, this is almost just like making rotel dip without the ground beef or, without the ground turkey or whatever it is you put in, in the cheese to make your rotel dip. But nevertheless, I think this is going to be absolutely delicious. And you know that I'm going to get my handy dandy seasoning, my sis pepper seasoning. It smells good already, y'all. It smells good. So, let me just taste it. Yeah. I'm definitely going to use my 6 pepper blend here. Just going to use a little bit. I use it for everything. Just to give it a kick. Give me a pick-me-up. I said cream. You know how cream cheese tastes, right? And sour cream. So I want to I don't really want that to be the focal point of my sauce. So I'm going to add some seasoning to it to kind of offset that sour cream taste. You know how sour cream tastes. Oh, that's good. Let me put a little more of my seasoning in there. So you guys saw I've been using it so much in the last couple of weeks that when I go to the grocery, I'm going to have to pick up another, because I use it for my salads. I use it for everything, from making any kind of meat recipes or soup recipes. Let me taste it. That's good, guys. That's really, really good. And that's basically all it takes for this dipping sauce. And I'm going to go ahead and put this dipping sauce in the bowl. I'm going to set it aside, and I'm going to show you guys how I made my chicken poppers. Okay, let me turn down the flame, because I want it to thin out just a few minutes more, just a few seconds more. I want it to thin out. But this is what it looks like, guys. This is the consistency that I want. And I think it's going to go really good. I'm going to do 2 sauce just to give you all a demonstration of what it looks like. So I'm going to do one with this sauce as well as the ranch, and you guys can kind of see which one that you would do better or that you would like better. So this is good. I don't want it to cook like that. So let me go ahead and turn that iron down, and this is what the dipping sauce is going to look like. Let me just pour it in the bowl so you guys can see. And that's all it takes for this. But like I said, if you guys wanted to use like, also I'm going to show you the ranch dressing. Now the kids did like it with the ranch dressing. They absolutely love with the ranch dressing. But because I'm so extra, I wanted to do something a little different. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit of this into my dipping bowl. It's movie night, y'all. Tyler Perry new movie, Destination Wedding is premiere today, so I do want to watch that. So I'm going to be watching that with my movie, and maybe have me a little glass of wine with these poppers. Today I will. I just feel like it. I've been doing so much this week that I can use me a pick me up. So this is the ranch dressing, guys, that I put in this little blue bowl. And this is our dipping sauce that I'm going to use. So we're going to have 2 different dipping sauce. So yeah, guys, I recommend if you're coming in for the first time, double tap and give the video a thumbs up or a like. So I'm going to go ahead and just come over here, and I'm going to go ahead and move some of this out the way right quick. And I think I'm only going to use the Southwestern chicken. I'm only going to use that. Put this in the microwave. So this is going to be really, really quick and easy, guys. So let me get right on back to it. So I'm going to only use this Southwestern chicken to make our poppers. And hope it don't get as messy. And like I said, I would naturally or ordinarily use an air fryer. But like I said, I tried, and I'm just going to chop this up in some little bitty pieces. Let me let y'all see. I'm just going to cut this up in, see how big these chunks are? I don't want those that big because it's not going to fit in the wrappers. So I'm just going to give them a little chop. And I want some big pieces, but not that big. And it's already done, so you don't have to cook it or preheat it. It's already done. So that tastes really good. And like I said, since it's going to be just my husband and I'm not going to use both packs. I just wanted to give you all a demonstration that you can use, you know, if you want a little more spiced chicken, or, you know, the Southwestern chicken, or this just the plain. And when I made this the other day, like I said, for my daughters and I, just in the kitchen fooling around, I had some extra wonton, and I had the chicken already And I just was experimenting. And so I was like, well, let me bring this as a demonstration Friday. Because I know I wanted to do a cooking demonstration. So, and I just used stuff that I had in my kitchen already, in my refrigerator, right? So, you guys got stuff laying around in your refrigerator, you know, figure out some good, quick little recipes that you can, make with it. That's what I do. And I'm going to use these tomatoes for the inside. When the wonton, the poppers came out of the grease that I used the oil, I said the oil, and you bit inside that wonton, it was so crispy and cheesy, and that tomato tastes so good. So don't worry about the tomato like getting mushy or anything, because these things only going to take a few seconds to cook. It's not going to take long at all. So you have to really just be there to watch it, because it's not going to take long. So Don, what type of weather are you guys experiencing in Brazil? What type of weather are you guys having? So let me go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and set up my station for everything. Let me turn this on, and I'm going to go ahead and preheat my pan to go ahead and start to drop. And I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil. You can use any kind of oil that you prefer. You can use vegetable oil, avocado oil. It's really up to you. There's no right or wrong oil. I just don't like vegetable oil. I don't use, vegetable oil for anything. Barely even use oil, period. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and just set up my station. You see here that I have my cheese. I have my chicken here. My chicken and my tomatoes. And all of this is going to go on the inside of my wonton. And I'm going to put a little bit of this on the wonton just so it won't be dry on the inside. So I am going to use that. So I'm looking for my little brush to brush this around. But yes, once you put this in the, make sure this is on, and I just want to preheat this and let it get hot. And once you put this, probably need just a little bit more oil, just a little bit. You could use a deep fryer, but don't worry about, it closing and all that stuff. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to wrap this, right? So again, guys, as you all are coming in, please don't forget, sis, to double tap the screen, to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, done if you haven't already. Thank you so much for chiming in from Brazil. Gratitude to you for that. So I'm going to go ahead and start just unfolding some of the poppers. And I'm going to get a little tray to put them on after I finish wrapping them. Okay, so like I said, this is going to go really, really quick, guys. And you don't have to put the ranch dressing on the wonton wraps. You don't have to. Like I said, I was experimenting, and it turned out really, really good. So I'm glad that I did. And you can see I'm just adding just a little bit, not much. It's almost just like a glue. If you ever made pastry, or if you work with pastry, making any type of pies or whatever, and you're folding, you have to, fold over your pastry. You just need something like a glue to make everything kind of stick together. So that's basically what this is. It's like a little glue. So I'm gonna go ahead and start assembling what I'm going to be doing. And you just want just a few pieces of tomato, not a lot, because you want this thing to be able to close, right? So, and make sure you put everything in the center, because you're going to have to fold this together like a triangle. So you don't need but a few pieces, so don't overstuff it. This is going to be so good. I am so glad to be bringing you all this demonstration and showing you all these poppers. And basically, this all, guys. Now you can just do the chicken without the tomatoes. You can just do the chicken and tomatoes. You can probably even do ground beef if you want to use, make like a cheeseburger. Use like the ground beef, or any kind of meat that you can use chopped steak. I'm pretty sure you can, but this is just something that I had at home, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with a little bit EOO, just so that I can smush everything together. So I want to pinch this right here. Let me move this so you can see. Just pinch this down. And if you want to, guys, if you don't want to use the spray because you think it's too much, go ahead and get a little bit of EVOO in a little bowl like this, where you can just dip your fingers inside. Dip your fingers and close them. And all of them didn't close all the way tight, which is okay. Don't fret. So you just want to pinch the edge close, like if you're making a little taco or something like that. And you can pick it up. And that's basically all you're doing right here. That is all that we are doing. So who else has joined us in the chat? Welcome in. Please double tap the screen. Will you baking? Hi Nancy from LA. How are you? Welcome in. I am making Southwestern chicken wonton poppers. I came up with this recipe this week. I had some extra wontons that was left over from a cooking segment that I did last week, and I had chicken and tomatoes and all of that, and I was in the kitchen just playing around and demonstrating, just coming up with something. And I usually do a lot of cooking in the air fryer, but today I'm going to do it in the olive oil, EVOO oil, because when I did it in the air fryer, because I do everything in air fryer, I noticed that they did not close. I mean, it didn't get as crispy as I would have liked it to. So that's why I'm going to do it in the oil. So I did do it two ways when I was playing around with it the other day. And I liked it better. My girls and my husband liked it better. And all I'm doing is just pinching the ends. Don't worry if it closed all the way or not. Put a little EVOO on your fingertips so that you can close them, so they can, stick together. So don't worry about it if it closes all the way or not. When you pop them in that grease, and this is what it's going to look like. When you pop them in that grease, it's going to come together. So don't worry about it. Don't fret. So, yeah, I'm just, like I said, if you ever made like a pie or some kind of turnover or whatever, and you've used pastries, and then for those that are that bakes, they know that you're just pinching the edges together to, to seal everything up. That's all I'm doing right here. So thank you for chiming in with me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And this is on. When I tell you these things, my daughters, they ate 8 of those. I end up making probably 30 of those things. Um, my girls ate majority of them. And then I did some with just cheese only. I did some with just cheese only. And then my husband and I, and baby, when I tell you there was some good eating, and this is what it looks like. So let me say hello to the chat. For you baking, yeah, these fried wonton poppers. And I'm just using, let me turn this down, I can see it's getting really hot. I'm using these, for you baking, I'm using these wonton wrappers to make my poppers with. And I was just in the kitchen just playing around Monday because I had all of this stuff. And I wanted to, I was hungry. I was hungry and I just said, let me just see, what this would look like, or if I could do this, if I can make it work. And lo and behold, for you baking, it worked out great. So I try to do one cooking segment a week, and so I knew that I wanted to do this one to demonstrate to you all. And this is what it looks like. But watch when I put them in this grease, how crispy they're gonna pump up so quickly. And like I said, it's only gonna take a few seconds for them to cook. So you're gonna have to stand right there and watch them, because all you're doing is letting it get brown and melting the cheese on the inside. And what I'm using on the wrappers, and they really thin. They're very, very thin. And I'm just using some ranch dressing. You can use, you don't have to do any put anything on here, but I'm just using it like a glue. But you don't have to. You can forego that. This is just what I did the other day. And when all that stuff cooked together, guys, it was so good. That's why I wanted to demonstrate it to you all, just in case you have a movie night like we are. We're getting ready to watch the Tyler Perry movie. And we're going to use these poppers for snacks. Well, it's going to be dinner because we haven't really eaten. But these are so simple to make. And if you go back and watch, I don't think I videotaped it. I didn't. I just want to say my girls helped me making. They are 6 and 8, and they love getting in the kitchen and cooking and helping out. And for you guys that didn't come in at the beginning, what I have when I made on Monday, I have 2 sauce. I had the ranch sauce that we used Monday for the poppers, the ranch dipping sauce. But I made my own Rotel dipping sauce, which was Rotel. I had 1 can of Rotel dip, 1 package of sour cream, and 1 package of cream cheese. And I mixed all of this together in my little saucepan just so it can warm. So I'm going to use this as a dipping sauce as well. Or you can use any kind of dipping sauce that you like. Like I said, these are just something that I used the other day, what I had handy, in my refrigerator. So yeah, so if you guys got any questions or anything, go ahead and drop them in the chat. If you guys coming in, please like the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys, and support your girl. If you have a channel, leave your link so that I can come over and support you for your cooking and support you on your channel. So, like I said, you don't want to put a lot in there. You don't take a lot of chicken because you want it to be able to fold. So I'm not using a whole lot, but I took that one packet of chicken. Let me show you guys. This is the other kind of chicken that I have for you baking. I had the Southwestern, and then I also had the grilled chicken breast, just to show you guys the demonstration that you can use either one. So you can see it's a really full pack in here, and I just chopped it up so that the double in size. But when when you cook these things, I'm telling you guys, this is gonna become a favorite snack. You can use it probably as an appetizer. If you're having girls' night or a get together or something of that nature, you can use these poppers for that and become your girlfriends and your family best friends for doing such a cool appetizer. And this is all I'm doing. I'm just putting it together like this. And like I said, you want to put everything in the middle so that when you cook, it don't spill out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me just go ahead and do this. I can go ahead and demonstrate how it's going to look in when I fry them, okay? But if you guys got any question why I finished this, go ahead and leave it in the chat and I would answer them. So this is how, and just pinch everything together. Even if you got to fold the ends in a little bit and lock everything in, you can do that as well. If you have to lock the corners, which would be in a triangle shape with the two ends and that right there, you can do that as well. It's really simple. Really simple. But yeah, guys, let me know in the chat if you all going to try this at all. But it's really, really good. Like I said, my family and my girls loved it. And that was the first time I ever, made this. Because I'm just playing around in the kitchen. Coming up with different things to do or to demonstrate or to cook for you guys. So it was really... I'm glad that I was in the kitchen playing around. Like, what can I do with these extra wonton? Because I'm not going to throw anything away. If I buy it, I'm going to use it. I'm not throwing anything away. So I knew we was going to be doing movie night tonight. And on Fridays, that's what we usually do, movie nights. So I try to do, different types of finger foods, that everybody would like and enjoy. And yeah. Basically, that's it. But yeah, guys, like the video, please, if you're coming in. Or if you watch it on the playback, please like the video so that it can be referenced in the algorithm and help other people to see this demonstration that may be looking for, a nice little appetizer recipe to try with their family and things of that nature. So please like the video. Subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. And don't worry about it being perfect. It don't have to be absolutely perfect. Don't worry about it being perfect when you're folding it. You just want to get it closed as much as possible. And if it breaks apart on you, just go ahead and just kind of fold it. Like I did, pinch the ends together and fold it. So, yeah. But thank you, Marla, for chiming in earlier. Thank you, Dunn, for chiming in. Make sure y'all like the video, double tap, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, that's all I'm doing. Just trying to get it closed. And if it don't close all the way, no fret. When you put it in the grease, it's going to seal it so quickly anyway that it's not going to even matter. It's not going to matter. So I'm not going to do a whole lot because it's just, I'm going to finish these up because it's just me and my husband that's probably going to be eating this. My daughter already had something earlier. And she is going to be going in a little while to her godmother's. So she's not going to be enjoying any of this. Just got a few more to go, guys. And then I'm going to demonstrate cooking it. And these already are pre-cooked. So you ain't got to cook the chicken or anything. It's already cooked. You don't have to warm it or preheat it or anything, because that's going to take care of it when you drop them in that oil. So I just got a few more to do. And I'm probably going to do just a few without the tomato, just in case my daughter wants some. Just in case she want to take some with her. And that's basically it, guys. So let me see what y'all saying. Oh, that sounds good, Marla. I mean, for you baking. Oh, so you've tried something similar to this before? I'm gonna try that. I bet that was so good. Do you have a cooking channel for you baking? Is it on your cooking channel where I can go and I can watch the demonstration? Is for you baking your YouTube channel so that I can go over and check it out? So let me know in the comments so that I can go over there and check that out. But I'm going to try that. That sounds delicious. But to be perfectly honest, the most that I've ever done with these wontons, I use them primarily for if I'm making some type of spinach dip or guacamole dip. But I've never made them with, the chicken inside. To be honest, I've never done that. I never did it with the chocolate chips. But thank you for letting me know that. I'm going to try that out. I'm going to try that. So how often do you make those? Is this just for like, maybe if you're getting together, or you're using for like maybe catering, or is that something you can use often, that chocolate chip recipe?